I saw him fight Rafa Asensio a couple fights ago, or like his last fight, and I wasn't really too impressed with TJ that time. I felt that he kind of, like, even though he was moving a lot, I felt he was still flat. I feel he didn't really, use his actual, like, his fundamental techniques to set anything up. So Jon does have a chance if TJ comes in just like that, because Jon, he's got that one punch knockout, and he's tough. But I think if TJ's smart and plays a smart game plan and just kind of cuts his angles and picks him apart little by little, I think he pulls off a decision win for sure.
Man, they both do things really well. TJ moves, he has his angles, punches and bunches and combinations. Lineker is just a bomber. He hits hard. He can take a shot, and his pressure, breaks a lot of butter. I'm leaning towards Jon Lineker in this.
That's a tough one, man. I want to see Lineker win that, but I'm a huge TJ fan. TJ always in a tough fight. He always kind of leaves a little banged up. He gets hit, not hit a lot, but he gets hit because his numbers are so ridiculous. You throw 1,000 punches, you're going to get hit at least 20 times. And that just comes with the territory of being a volume puncher. Lineker is kind of the wrong guy you want to hit you like that, so it's tough. But I'm probably gonna pull TJ.
Yeah, for that fight, I like Lineker. He has a lot of power. He has a good base. And he keeps his power throughout the whole fight. Dillashaw is really good. He moves a lot. He has great movement, good speed. We saw that against his fights. But he doesn't have I think he's missing the power. He's never really dropped or cut anyone open or knocked anyone out. So Lineker's the powerhouse in that division right now. I like him for that fight.
TJ's a little bit more elusive. He's not going to stand in front of him. Lineker's been surprising. I was on the McDonald fight, and I thought McDonald was going to pose a lot of problems for him because his length. I seen Lineker in real life, and he's got to be 5'3". And McDonald's taller than I am. He's probably 5'9". So I thought that was just going to be a mismatch. And he's a little bull. He gets inside and he just chucks those haymakers. So, but I don't think TJ will let him get that close to him. So.
Man, there's a lot of good fights on this card. I think that TJ pulls it out, but that's a fight of the night candidate kind of thing. That's the pace in that thing is going to make us all tired watching, right? But I'll stick with TJ.
With TJ Dillashaw's movement and stuff like that, I think that he'll be able to win a decision. But, Lineker has a potential to knock anybody out. But my personal opinion, I think TJ Dillashaw is going to walk away with the W.
Oh, that's a good scrap. Both guys are hungry to get up to the championship. Of course, TJ was a former champion, and Jon Lineker, he hits like a little fire truck, and whoever pops it off first is going to be the one to dictate the whole fight.
Man, I've been down to ATT while Lineker's been training, and let me tell you, that kid's a beast. Doing shark bait rounds minute after minute, and nobody can even touch him around his weight class. But TJ's obviously got the skills. He's been a former champion and everything. So I'll say TJ's got enough movement to switch it up and get the win. Decision.
I think Dillashaw is a much better fighter, to be honest. I'm not personally impressed with Lineker. He has power, and he comes at you and guns it, but technically, I thought he lost his last fight to John Dodson, clearly. I had it 4-1 for Dodson. There's no question Lineker is coming at you and pushing the pace and being the more aggressive, but if you look at who was more effective striking, I thought it was pretty clear that it was Dodson. And I feel like Dillashaw is just too slick for him, too well-rounded of a game. Of course, Lineker can hurt you if he hits you, but he winds up so you can see a lot of the shots coming. And personally, I think he's an exciting fighter, but I don't think he's a good fighter.